Hello, amazing beings. How are you today? I It's kind of weird today, but I'm actually a little bit nervous. I don't know why. So, welcome to Psychic University. My name is Venus Castleberg, if you don't know that already. And we're going to do this playlist just on Psychic University, developing and honing skills, doing some fun practices and stuff. So I hope you can stay tuned for the videos now and in the future. And I look forward to playing with you. So I today wanted to talk a little bit about mindfulness and meditation. Did do you know the difference? I'll be honest with you. At one point in my life, I didn't actually know the difference. I'm like, what's the difference between mindfulness and meditation? Mindfulness is presence. It's this willingness to be present in the moment, um, and not be, in the future or the past trying to figure things out. So um, I'm glad somebody else says that they knew what the difference was. I did not at one point. Um, and then meditation is a practice of being able to quiet the mind, supposedly quiet the mind. Or we could talk about visualization where you visualize something, um, but it really is this. Both of them are meant to bring you into focus, I would say, and to let the rest of the world melt away. You know how easy it is to get distracted by everyday life? And maybe you're somebody who's even tried meditation and you've been like, I can't meditate because I can't quiet my mind. That's okay. There are different types of meditation and you do them all the time. Think about the last time you drove from point A and point to point B and you don't remember how you got there. You're probably in a state of meditation. Cooking sometimes can be a state of meditation. Art is one of my favorites, where you're like making something and your mind goes blank because you're in the moment. And that could be also considered mindfulness. So there is a little bit of a blurry line here. But this space of just being able to let everything fall away, right? Um, And if you're somebody who tries meditation and you can't quiet your mind, it's okay. I recommend doing things a little bit differently. I would recommend doing some sort of visualization where you're actually focusing on some practice to then quiet the rest of the world. That's also meditation. So I studied shamanism for 5 years and meditated for an hour, 2 hours every day. And it at first was really challenging. So, and I know a lot of people have that. It took me a long time to really be able to quiet my mind. My mind was always very busy. So, one, just remember you're not wrong and that it's a practice. And we are going to do some practicing today, but I wanted to talk a little bit about it first. So that's mindfulness and meditation. And then there's a practice I do in my courses called following the whispers. And it's this practice, it's a mindfulness practice where you're allowing yourself to follow your intuition, to follow the whispers, to follow the knowing that you have from one place to the next, from one space to the next. So it might be that you are driving down the road and you get this whisper to go left instead of going right. And when you normally would drive that way, you go right, except for this one day you get go left. Following that whisper is it's nothing short of miraculous and magical to me because I have so many cool things happen when I'm willing to follow whispers and follow that knowing. And so maybe going left could be something obvious, like you avoid traffic or you avoid an accident. The other thing is that you actually see something you've never seen before. I did this with a lady in one of my courses who we were out doing following the whispers, and we ended up like on this trail that we'd never discovered before. But right before this trail, there was like this magical house that literally looked like a fairy house, full size for people. And then it was just magical. And I know I would have never seen that house had we not followed the whispers to get there. So this is just one of those places where if you're willing to just be present in the moment, let the rest of the world melt away. What is the nudgings that you're getting? What is the knowings that you're getting? What is the pull that you're getting? And maybe it's a pull to call somebody, or it's a pull to do something, right? You ever have those moments where you're like, somebody's really, there's this whisper to call this person, and you call them and like something terrible happened in their life, or, they really need a friend right now. Like you knew, right? There was something you knew. And that practice will have you really start to see how much more magical and miraculous you are, and how much you actually know. There's so much more that we know that we pretend that we don't know. And what if we didn't pretend that we didn't know it? And we were just willing to to acknowledge it, to be like, okay, oh wow, I actually had the whisper to do that, and I did, and this is what happened. And then acknowledge that. Be grateful for that. Because remember, gratitude grows, acknowledgement grows. It makes things even greater. And it allows you to start to really see how much more aware and talented and fabulous you really are. So, if you take that mindfulness practice and you apply it to your life, I would love to see where you go with following the whispers. What comes out of it? What do you discover? What magic, mysteries, possibilities show up that you did not even know were possible? I wonder. And then for the meditation practice, it's a little bit different, but it's the same thing. The whole point is for you to quiet the outside world so that you realize how much more amazing everything is and can be, and how much more tapped in you actually are. And in meditation, when we quiet the mind, we find something to focus on, and then we're able to kind of open some doors. So I'd like to lead you through a brief meditation today as well. It'll be more of a guided visualization, but it really is just for you to have this opening to see what else is possible on the other side. So if you're driving, please do not close your eyes. But if you're not driving and you're somewhere where you can close your eyes, I recommend closing your eyes. The beauty of closing your eyes is it allows you to let the rest of the world melt away. You ever notice that if you have to keep your eyes open for something, you're distracted by what's hanging on the wall, or what are my animals doing, or how's the light? Is there snow outside? Whatever, right? So just close your eyes. Allow yourself to relax, finding a comfortable seat, maybe feeling your feet on the floor, or the floor underneath your feet. Another thing I like to look at is like, feel your hands on your thighs, and then feel your thighs under your hands. Notice how the perception, the point of view is different. Relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. and relax. And then just imagine that you are standing at the end of a very, very long hallway that has many, many doors. And just walk down the hallway, allowing yourself to relax and just observe. Notice how each door is different. Maybe they're made of different wood, or they're different colors, or maybe there's even numbers associated with the doors. Just keep walking down the hallway, just observing doors on either side, and relax. And then just following your intuition, following your knowing, allow yourself to be drawn to a door. And before you open it, just notice its size. Is it a really big door? Is it a small door? What's it made of? What color is it? Is there a number associated with it? Maybe does it have a particular smell or a particular feeling? And then if you so desire, go ahead and open the door and step inside. Just observe your surroundings. What does it look like? Is it a room? Is it outside? What's it like out there? What's it like in there? What do you see? What do you feel? What do you know? Maybe what do you smell? What do you hear? And then I want you to begin to observe and notice that you're not quite alone. And allow this being to come into focus for you. This is one of your spiritual team, one of your spiritual team that is here to assist you on your journey. And just let them come more into focus. Maybe they walk into the room or out of the forest, or maybe they just go from seeming invisible to you being able to see them. and hear them. And they have a message for you. They might tell you this message, or you might just know what the message is. However, the communication happens for you, just trust it. Some people hear, some people see, some people just sense, and some people know, right? And even if you don't have a very clear vision of the space that you're in, just trust the energy of your knowing. Know that one of your spiritual team is there with you and they have a message for you. And maybe you hear that message, or again, you just know what that message is. Lower your walls and barriers, expand your energy out, relax. And what do you know that you know here? What can you perceive, know, be, and receive? What would they like you to know? It might be one word, it might be a sentence, it might be a string of sentences, whatever it is, just trust. And when you've received that message, in whatever way that you received it, there is no right or wrong here, good or bad. Just thank them and go ahead and ask them if you'd like it to be for you, if you feel like you need this. Go ahead and ask them for confirmation of this message that you've received. You just ask them, would you show me some sort of confirmation of this message that I've received today as I go about my day? And you might be getting that confirmation right now with chills or a tingling sensation, or maybe later as you're walking down the street, you see a sign somewhere, or a friend of yours says something to you and you know it's from them, confirming this message that you receive from them. And then thank them for that too. Thank them for whenever they give you that confirmation, that knowing. Thank them for being here. Thank them for being on your team. They will never interfere with your life or your living, but they are here to contribute and to assist whenever you ask. All you need to do is ask. And then when you're complete, allow yourself to just go back in the door, closing the door behind you. And then walking back down the hallway Slowly coming back to your body, back to this present moment, back to the now. Maybe feeling your hands again, maybe feeling feet on the floor. And when you're ready, slowly opening your eyes back up. And thank you very much for those of you who joined me today on that journey. The beautiful thing about that meditation is every time you do it, it will be different. So please don't listen to it again. But maybe anytime that you would like to connect with your team, but also receive a message, you can use that visualization for that meditation for that, allowing yourself to tap more into your innate capacities and psychic abilities. I'm so grateful for those of you watching and listening, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Have a great day.